Hi there, my name is Val, I'm an Apache Ignite committer and a product manager at GridGain. I've talked about Ignite 3 several times during the last year and a half. It's a project that aims to create the new generation of the Apache Ignite platform, modernize it, improve usability, while keeping its power and flexibility. And here are the news. Several days ago, the Apache Ignite community released the next milestone build of Ignite 3, Alpha 4. This release introduces a whole set of new features and improvements, including the most major ones like POJO mappings for table views, data definition language, and new Transactional API and protocol. Let's talk about each of those features in a little bit more detail. One of the cornerstone improvements of Ignite 3 is the new data access API and the new approach to schema management. Basically, you create your schemas and define your tables just once, and then you can use multiple APIs on top of those tables. We call those APIs table views. However, prior to Alpha 4, you could use those views only with low-level tuples, which are essentially sets of primitive fields representing table records. That's not the most convenient way though, because typically applications work with language-specific data model entities like POJO classes in Java, for example. Starting with Alpha 4, Ignite will automatically convert tuples fetched from the database into your objects and vice versa. Typically, you will rely on the default algorithm, which will simply introspect your classes and create mappings between those classes and the tables, but you also have an option to provide your own conversion logic. In the previous release, Alpha 3, we introduced the new SQL engine based on Apache CallSite. Since then, the community has added various new features into the engine, the most notable being the data definition language. It's a fairly straightforward feature. As with any other SQL database, DDL in Ignite is designed to define tables, indexes, and other components of the schema. However, the addition of this feature is crucial for the schema-driven approach that Ignite 3 is taking. DDL will likely become the most frequently used way of configuring and managing the database, so it's a massive step towards achieving the usability goals of Ignite 3. Another exciting part of Alpha 4 is the new Transactional API, which in my opinion is much more intuitive and flexible than what Ignite 2 currently provides. This API is fully asynchronous and never blocks any of your threads unless you specifically request this. It is also based on the standard completable feature, which makes it very easy to use and also compatible with the existing frameworks. The latest point is of course specific to Java, but we're actually planning to take similar approach for other languages as well. In addition, a transaction is no longer associated with a specific thread, which is actually one of the biggest limitations of Ignite 2. In Ignite 3, you can create a transaction anywhere within your application and then work with it as with any other regular object to enlist multiple operations. And in case you feel that this is too big of a change, we are also adding convenience APIs for simpler synchronous transactions. So you won't have any issues if you migrate from Ignite 2 to Ignite 3 and don't want to switch to the new approach just yet. And finally, on the implementation level, there is a brand new transactional protocol which works on top of the Raft-based replication infrastructure. Among many other advantages it provides, this protocol allows us to get rid of the partition map exchange process, which means better overall stability and better manageability of the system. As always, I encourage you to try out the release on your own, go through the Getting Started guide in the documentation, and run the code examples. This will give you much better idea of how the next generation of Ignite will look like. And if you have any feedback, please do not hesitate to share it with the Apache Ignite community. We will also discuss the release during the next Apache Ignite community gathering. Be sure to sign up. You will find all the relevant links in the description below. And for now, thanks for watching, stay tuned for further updates, and have a great day.